Well, first podcast. We finally made it. Like you said, long time coming.
Yeah. Been setting everything up for it for a while.
Yeah, I started this room exactly a year ago.
Exactly a year.
Yeah. It's taken me this long to get it set up, but really we've had the equipment to do it for a while. It's just couldn't get everything together.
Yeah.
So
we like to hunt and fish too much.
that's the problem. It's kind of hard to be digital creators when you're in the woods or on the fishing bank or the boat too much, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the problem. So,
yeah, but it's kind of the point too.
I mean, yeah. Right. So, I'm here with Bobby Williams and Chase Jobber. We are the Battle Branch Boys.
And you are?
Of course, I'm Logan Shelley, but we just wanted to do this first podcast and tell everybody who you are. And I'm a nobody.
I was trying to think of this earlier. How long have we been doing this now?
So, as far as us together,
Yeah.
I killed Tin Man in 2017. You killed Tallboy in 16.
And you already had it. Logan already had the Battle Branch Boys started.
Nope.
You didn't?
Nope.
Oh, no, that's why you asked me to edit it.
Right. So,
okay, I got you.
I had been filming for 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, longer ago than that, but really didn't get serious until about 2011, probably, honestly. But, 2017, I killed Tin Man. You edited it. And in 2018, I don't even know if I've told you guys this, but there was something wrong with me in my health. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I was sick, and it was before the heart thing. I was just sick a lot, and my kids, I felt like I was wasting my life not spending time with my kids. I was working too much, and I decided to just stop and spend the whole year filming my kids because they were watching, I can't remember the YouTube channel, but it was vlogging. They watched all kinds of vlogs, and I was like, I would love to do that with my kids. So that's kind of how Battle Branch Boys started. It was just kind of filming us and the kids at the creek and fishing and stuff like that. And it's always been my dream to film hunting, though. Yeah. And so when me and you had...
I had Groundskeeper Outdoors. And I started that. I don't even remember whenever I started that, but I was awful at editing at the time. I look back at those videos and I'm just like, that is garbage. But I was kind of like you. I was like, I grew up watching like Realtree and Primos. That's what I lived for on Saturday mornings, or watching 30-minute segments of Primos elk hunting, or the truth.
Yeah.
And then whenever I was 17 years old, that was the first camera I got. And I started taking it into the woods, and back in the day, it was harder to get, like...
Yeah, there was nothing.
Like, you couldn't
find
swing arms.
No.
You didn't have Amazon, where you can order literally anything you want.
Well, if you did, we lived in Colcord, so it wasn't coming here.
No. And...
yeah, it was hard.
So...
you had to, black tape your camera to the tree.
to a tree limb. And
Yeah.
But, that's how I got started, about around 17, filming stuff. And then I got a different camera, and I told you about this the other day. The first deer I ever got on camera.
Yeah.
Because I never had any friends that wanted to, at the time I was probably 21. I never had any friends that wanted to come and film for me.
Yeah.
Like they're like, you stupid? I'm going to go out there without a weapon? No, not happening. And so, anyway, this year I didn't have any deer on. No, that's what it was. It was, I was hunting in Oklahoma. My buddy Levi lived in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Because we live right on the line.
Yeah.
And Levi was like, they have an earlier archery season. Their archery season opens 2 weeks or something like that before us.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
And he was going out, and so I went out there with him to film, and he killed a doe, and no, this was a different time, but he killed that doe that first time, but I didn't get it on camera. And remember, I told you I wanted to get a kill on camera.
Yeah.
So bad
that
me and Levi went and took this deer and set it up and made it look like
you shot it.
She was bedded down, and he shot it again.
Saggy.
Yeah, I set her head up with a stick, so it looked like
that's before we could edit it.
And she's like this. Yeah, it was before I knew anything about editing, and it was on high 8 tapes too.
No way.
Yeah, and I was I have no idea what I was doing with that, but
that's funny.
We set this deer up and shot it again so I could get the shot on camera, and then we tried to tell our buddies, yeah, we got a kill on camera, and our buddies watched it. They're like, what in the world? What is wrong?
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was already dead. But
that's too funny. No, while we were talking about that, I was thinking, actually, me and Bobby went and filmed something before
you were.
That was before Battle Branch Boys, so it must have been 2000. Well, we were filming before. I was filming lots before then. I just really hadn't ever edited anything.
Yeah,
and
because that was 14, 15.
Yeah, probably 15. We went to down to Flint Creek and on David's place, right?
Oh, you guys gave me that interview.
Oh gosh,
to edit for that video, and it was like
an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. It was
crazy. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, it was the most boring thing ever. We just sat there and it looked like Bill Jordan and.
Did you do it in the front
of the
part
church?
Of the church?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, that's funny.
You guys, because you still weren't editing at the time yet, and I had started already.
I mean,
and I was like, I was awful.
Yeah,
but I.
What were we? You shot it. Did you shoot a buck?
Yeah, I shot it. No, I
shot a doe.
That big buck came out.
Yeah,
and after I'd shot the doe.
Yeah,
and dog started barking. And left the field.
Forgot about that.
We saw a lot that night.
That was awesome.
There were a lot of deer on that video.
That was awesome.
I remember.
That was a good hunt. But so Bobby and I have been friends since high school.
Yeah.
Like what? I get. Was you a sophomore? Maybe?
Yeah, sophomore when you was a senior.
Probably. That's probably when we started hanging out. Well, no. Yeah, probably then.
Yeah, we hunted. Spavinaw a little bit.
Yep.
You'd have been graduated. I might have been graduated too. It might have been my first year out.
Yeah.
So 2000. We hunted up.
I bought my high country off you, that one behind you right there. Yep. I still have it.
I've known you guys for my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
We just started kind of hunting together.
You're just younger than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby and I played basketball together, and that was when we started, being friends, hanging out. really liked hunting together. So, or bow hunting. Really, it was just all about bows. Really, I mean, I was just kind of a geek about bows. I mean, it's kind of funny. I love like bow hunting. I spend so much money every year on bows, and I don't know how to work on them. It's literally
yeah.
like I just haven't ever taken time to know what to do. I mean, I can set up a bow a little bit, but like I don't know what I should know about a bow.
Well, a big thing about like especially a compound.
Yeah.
If you're gonna work on one,
Yeah.
you need a bow press.
Yeah.
So
Man,
it's kind of hard to do anything if you don't have a bow press.
I always had a couple good buddies that had bow presses. So,
Casey Shelley.
yeah.
Tim Owens.
Walford, Tim Owens, and I always said I was cold trickle. Just set it up to go fast. I'll drive it.
Cold trickle. That's funny.
I don't care how it works.
Rubbing is racing cold.
But you go back to bow hunting. I think a lot of us got into it a little more. It wasn't just even for the passion of bow hunting. It was where we hunt. If you try to hunt in rifle season,
Yeah.
you probably will stop hunting. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like going to war.
Oh yeah.
I thought my dad didn't want me going hunting with him when I was younger because he didn't want me tagging along.
Yeah.
But when I went the
He didn't
first
want you to
time and I
die.
hear bullets zizzing over your head,
Yeah.
you're like, what? So then I got, there wasn't a lot of people in the early 90s, or late 90s, early 2000s that bow hunted.
No. No.
Especially for like really bow hunting. Mm-mm. So it was your thing that you could do. I mean, and you hunted it some too, Twin Ponds. Mm-hmm. They had that Indian land leased, and I had a key to it, and I could hunt before anyone got in there and really started hunting. Mm-hmm. That's why I really got into bow hunting, because once the first frost hit, dogs hit the ground and it ruined everything.
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, no kidding.
So,
That's funny.
so that's why. I mean, that was really. I mean, I hung out at Tim Owens' archery shop with my brother-in-law a lot. So we
He
really
was the
got
high
into
country guy.
Yep, high country and Parker.
Yeah.
My dad's had so many of those high country bows.
Yeah.
And I still, man, I don't know if I
You
didn't
like
shoot
'em?
that thing just as good.
Did
as
somebody
anything.
say they were back?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
I thought about buying one last year
Yeah.
just to go back.
I've realized that my 12-year-old bow will kill deer just as much as my new one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's not going to sell bows though. So, right? But
Man, I've gotten over the past 4 years probably really into recurves.
yeah, yeah,
And I started making those longbows too, and
right.
that's what I want to do next. I've killed a couple bucks with the recurve, and now I want to make my own bow. and kill
Yeah.
a buck.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about filming. Like we started talking about filming earlier, but
Yeah.
it's like you were saying before we started recording that, we hunt over bait most of the time for filming purposes.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes things so much easier. If you're just out in the middle of the woods counting on a trail, it is almost impossible to self-film it.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Yeah, solo hunt, solo filming,
Yeah,
it makes it 10 times harder.
yeah. We catch a lot of crap
over bait.
for bait, but I mean it's legal in Oklahoma, so
Legal in Oklahoma.
and I get it.
I do too.
I get it. It's like I don't necessarily like seeing a big giant pile of corn on the ground when you're hunting, but it's like I said, it's about the film. It's hard to know where the deer are going to be, and like Austin, what was the name of his buck?
I can't remember.
I can't either. Anyway,
It's a bulldozer or something.
I can't remember what it was. Tank.
Tank. Yep.
Yeah.
Tank. Awesome deer. Awesome filming job. He looked like a professional.
Yeah.
It was his first year ever.
And Bobby said a while ago off camera that
He bumped it with his
bumped it with his
Full
bow.
draw. He
full draw.
And he's like,
the deer was moving, and he used his left hand or right hand.
I think he moved it with his left arm.
Yeah, just moved it with his left arm to stay on the deer.
Yeah, it's tough.
Which, I mean, I've done it, but it's not.
I've never done it drawn back. I've done it with my release on my D loop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but that's not that bad. I mean, you just
Yeah.
let go, but I wasn't at full draw.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple times, but I've never done it at full draw. That's tough.
I did it a few years ago and really screwed up bad. The deer that I missed, the deer, the video that has caught so much hate.
Oh yeah.
It's a split video. It's not even a real video. It's me watching a 10-point come in, and he was a good deer, and I pulled back on him, and he come right where he was supposed to come, and I looked down at the camera, and he was about to walk out of the frame. So I tried to move it with my left hand, and I kept my hand on the camera when I released the bow. And in the actual video, the camera just goes, just blows up, and it makes me miss the deer. I miss the deer low and left, and he runs off.
Is it the one that I'm thinking of? The one where you made it look like it hits the deer in the back? Background.
I split it with the other video of the two deer, and it misses the first deer and hits the second one.
And it's obviously one of them's in Oklahoma and the other one's in like South Texas.
Yes.
And there are about 5,000 comments telling Logan how stupid he is.
Yeah. Yeah. It is so crazy. I think that the greatest thing that's ever happened to me was having Facebook, having hate on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
I'm serious, because my whole life I've tried to please everybody.
And that's what we done whenever we first started.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was with I'd done my thing with the Groundskeeper Outdoors, and then this was like where we started. And you started the Battle Branch Boys to spend time with your kids.
Yeah.
And then we hunt so close together that we would see each other and be like, hey, you have this buck on camera, or you have this buck on camera. And we'd compare because our hunting spots were so close.
Yeah.
And then, you asked me to edit some of your videos. I edited them, and then you started editing the next year. We joined up, and then we even kind of kept it like a two different thing for a while.
Yeah, for about a year.
That was awful.
Yeah.
We should have not done that.
No, it's pretty tough.
But then
I'm here with the Groundskeeper Outdoors.
Yeah.
And the Battle Branch Boys.
And well, that's how we got started as the Battle Branch Boys, and then took off from there. Where was I going with it?
I was trying to figure that out too.
But I had, what were we just talking about?
Bobby, you're going to have to help me out. I've got ADD. I don't know.
I don't remember.
What were we talking about? Rewind it back, everybody, and figure this out for us. Well, hey.
Get back on track.
Yeah. Start a new subject.
If you go to baiting, you talk about baiting, I always think about this. We all hunt small tracts.
Yes.
We don't hunt hundreds of acres, 80 acres, 40 acres, 20 acres. And I know at least, I think all of my spots just about, there is a feeder just on the other side of the fence where I can't hunt.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that too.
So if you don't do it, and everyone says, well, you can't do it because someone else. Literally, I have a feeder on that's 100 yards from my tree stand on someone else's land.
Yeah.
And if you only have 88, it's like, well, don't hunt there. Well, you don't have enough land to get away. You got to do something to coax them, or you won't.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, it's kind of off subject a little bit, but still on. I watched some older man. I don't know who he was. I've seen some videos of him before, but he's the one that said that he's got like a 9-acre food plot, and he splits it up with some kind of tall grass and makes little sections that way the bucks go to each one and checks it. Otherwise, just walks into a field and can see that there's no deer there or no does there, so he just leaves. But if there's sections off, he will go and make a scrape or rub on every section, and check that section. But he said that, I thought it's pretty cool. He said he don't hunt food. He hunts just in between food and beds. Like he said, a buck is only in the food a small percentage of his life, and we're sitting over that corn pile waiting on our big buck to show up, and it's not very often he shows up
at daylight.
Yeah, especially in daylight. But people say that it's so easy to kill a deer over bait, but
It's not as easy as
absolutely not
A doe.
as easy.
You want to go kill a doe?
Yeah.
But I don't need the bait to go kill a doe neither.
Right.
That's the big difference.
But he was saying, find where their beds are, find where the buck's bedding is, because it's pretty, consistently bedding in that area. Come right out of it.
And just because you're baiting, you're putting corn out, whatever you put out, they might stop and hit that, but that is not at all a main source of food.
No.
Like they're going somewhere, hitting something somewhere way more than what they're getting your corn.
What people don't, I guess people that don't hunt over bait, they don't realize that deer's not going to just walk into the bait pile. Like, I don't know
especially big bucks.
if you've ever coyote hunted, it's not like they come straight to the call.
No,
They're going to
wrap
circle around downwind, and does, and especially does, and especially mature bucks will.
Mature bows or mature does might be worse than mature bucks.
Yeah. They'll come downwind.
But I think, like, I'm sitting here trying to think of all my bigger deer that I've killed. Early season, yes, I've killed deer over a feeder, and I'm talking first week before the acorns drop. But anything after that I've killed is big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding does in my area
Yeah.
to get bucks in. I've not killed one big buck coming to the bait pile. Did they come by the bait pile? Yeah, but they weren't coming to eat. They was looking for does. So that's where I think is a big difference is what people think is we're not, most of the time our bait pile is holding deer on our small track. That's what we're trying to accomplish, except for the first week of October, which is one of the best times to hunt, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But you will shoot them off a feeder at that time.
Yeah.
Because acorns hadn't dropped. Nothing's, they're trying to find food when it's not a lot of food out.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, and it might not even be true, but I think that for me, I'm seeing deer when I'm noticing deer. What I'm noticing it is deer in the evenings, or early in the mornings, and I think over time I've figured out that I'm really watching them go to bed, and when I've seen them in those areas, I set up the corn piles right there. You know what I mean? I set up a feeder right there because I see the deer all the time there. And this is just my opinion, but I think that when you set the corn or the feeder up too close to their bed, they're in that sucker all night long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if you've noticed it, but if I've got a spot over in Arkansas that is for sure not their bed because they come through there in the daytime, pretty much daytime only even, and they don't stay in the corn all the time.
Yeah,
They are not all night. It's daytime only. So I wonder if you can get too close to their bed with a corn pile.
I think you can.
Yeah.
I think hanging a camera even sometimes, like if you have a mature buck, smart buck,
Mm-hmm.
just going and hanging a new camera, he's gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely see things. My stepdad told me he would carry a Folgers can of corn in, and he put the Folgers can at the bottom of the ladder stand, and those spooked on him.
Really?
Just something.
Wind was right, everything,
wasn't
but
there.
that was that. So from that point on, he'd hide it behind a tree or whatever, but it spooked off of a Folgers can.
That's funny.
You're smarter than people think.
Well, I heard one guy say it is, if I come into your house and moved your couch when you walked in, would you notice it?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, we're in their house. To us, we're not going to notice something in the big woods if something's moved, but that's their house.
Mm-hmm.
They're walking in it every day.
Yeah, especially. And I don't hunt out of them a whole lot. I like hunting out of a tree stand, but putting up a blind. I mean, that's a big. That's a.
Yeah,
big
I
thing to
just
be-
set mine. What is it? 1st of August, I set mine up, so they'll get used to
Mm-hmm.
seeing it way before.
I've even thought about like putting some kind of mannequin out there, waving at them.
Yeah. Moving.
Yeah, so they're going like that.
That's funny.
They just get used to it.
But that's what those cheapo blinds that we've built. That's the one thing I like about them, is because they stay there.
Oh yeah,
Never
they're there
move.
all the time.
Growth grows up around them. I have to cut growth away from them so I can shoot.
Yeah.
And they look like crapola, but they don't. I ain't worried about them
Like
falling
mine,
apart.
like mine is right now, wadded up from a
Yeah,
tornado.
exactly.
Yeah.
I did have to put the roof back on mine this year, but
So I was just thinking, well, maybe let them get to know us a little better. What do you do for a living, Bobby?
I've
What are you done all your life?
coached pretty much for 25 years.
Yeah.
Since I was 19 years old, I've been coaching basketball, football, softball, track at a little school in
K through 8 school.
in northeast Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. And you were, was your dad a big hunter?
We moved here from central Oklahoma. We were big into quail hunting, and there wasn't a lot of deer hunting over there. And when we got here, that was the decline of quail
Mm-hmm.
in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And we still hunted. We still hunted when people around here was like, "Why you got a bird dog?" 'Cause
Yeah.
you just didn't have much. And that's when we got into deer hunting more, because you just had to adapt to
You said you actually hunted quail on the property that I
Yeah.
bought, huh?
years ago.
On the property that you bought?
Yeah, he used to quail hunt on the property that I bought.
Oh, yeah.
When Chase bought it, I told him where we used to turn dogs out and
Really?
cut back and come through. We'd come back through.
Was it just thick like that then?
Mm-hmm.
It still is.
Yeah, it is.
We would hunt the
There
Amos
ain't no
place.
quail.
No. No. You know, this place, Battle Branch, it was full of quail. Just like 10 or 12 cubbies all the time. My brother and I would leave the house with a shotgun, and we'd go. We didn't have, well, we did. We had dogs, but we just didn't take them. I don't know. We would just go flush them out and shoot them. But we would go like kill rabbits and squirrels and doves and quail. Come home with a pouch full of
Mixed bag.
protein.
I think how most everyone started is squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, and then you produce on to something else.
Yeah.
We did that every year. When I was a kid growing up, 3 boys would go out, and New Year's Day, we would have a New Year's Day feast
Mm-hmm.
of whatever we killed that day, which we'd always have some deer meat, but
Mm-hmm.
we'd go shoot squirrels, rabbits if we could run into quail.
New Year's Eve.
It'd be New Year's Day.
New Year's
before
Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have your black eyed peas.
Oh yeah. What about you, Chase?
Well, right now I'm doing some plumbing
Yeah.
for work.
Yeah.
Work.
Well, hold up.
Buddy of mine. What?
You've got the craziest life ever. Like,
Why?
I just think it's awesome. Tell everybody about your tenure at XNA.
Oh gosh.
Like it was just starting the airport, right? Like it
Yeah,
just built it.
XNA in Northwest Arkansas.
What did I say? Did I say XNA?
Yeah. I think
Okay. Yeah.
Are you talking about the crazy story?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Is it PG or?
Oh yeah.
No, I was just thinking you just would like grab a backpack.
Oh yeah. I that was whenever I first like the first camera that I got. I would still take that old high 8 Sony with me, and I worked at the airport, and I would get free airline tickets and just go wherever I wanted.
Wherever you been?
Whenever I wanted. I've been all over the U.S. and then I used to go to El Salvador all the time. Just I worked with a buddy and lived down there.
Who was it?
Or not lived down there. His family lived down there, and we would go stay with their family.
Yeah.
Or his family, and we would go down there all the time. And they lived right on the beach in a town called La Libertad.
Mm-hmm.
And we would just
I know where that's at. Do you know where that's at, Bobby?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. We'd go down there and just, you could take $40 and live like a king down there. So we would go down there all the time. We were poor. We were kids, but we flew all over the place because we got free airline tickets, and we would just go down there. We'd go all over the place. I got stuck in Hawaii for like a month one time because we had to fly.
That's too bad.
Yeah. We had to fly standby. So, like, if a flight fills up, you're the first one to get kicked off. So I would go. If I had that job now, I would go back and to Hawaii. They've got these deer out there that are like
Yeah.
nuisance.
Yeah.
I'd go out there and just get a tag. I'd
Yeah.
go out there and kill all of them I wanted. But
What was the crazy story you was getting ready to tell?
oh gosh, it's kind of embarrassing. But it's not really. It wasn't my fault. But I was working for. I won't say the airline name, but anyways, I was working for an airline, 2 airlines that actually merged together, and I was pulling a belt loader. Have I not told you this?
I don't think so.
I was pulling a belt loader away from one of the planes that I had just loaded full of bags, and was going around the plane to load a new, the next plane that goes out full of bags. Well, there's like an inch thick of ice on the ground, and the cold weather had frozen the gas pedal down. And so whenever I let off of the gas pedal, it didn't come back up. It just stayed down.
I think you have told me this.
Yeah, and I tried to turn the wheel, and the wheels turned, but it just kept pushing it straight. And we were working on what's called a CRJ, Canadian Regional Jet, and the wings are about chest high. Whenever you're on that belt loader, whenever you're driving that belt loader, and my first thought was to hit the wing like this, and try to like hold it there and let the wheels spin until I could like reach down and shut it off. That did not work. It like pinned me against the seat and the wing, and I somehow squeezed out of it. Well, the plane was turned on. It was on, and there's an exhaust right there that melted a big hole in the ice. So it was just concrete there, and it knocked me off, and it hit that spot that was thawed out, and it turned itself and drove itself in about 100-yard circle. And there's this, my buddy, his name was Jose, a little Spanish guy, about 4 foot tall. I was like, Jose, get out of the way. And he's trying to run on the ice. His little legs are, he's not going anywhere. And that thing comes around, drives itself in like 100-yard circle and comes back right where it dumped me off of it. And it went under the wing and just caused $1.2 million in damage.
I was just fixing to say, is this when you stopped working for the airlines?
No, that's the craziest part.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and the crazy part is like the belt loader has this wing right here, because you can lift this part up and there's a wing right here that sticks straight up to keep your hand from going into the motor if you slip off of the wheel. And that little wing hit the underside of the wing on the plane, which that's where their gas tanks are, or their fuel tanks, and it just sliced that thing all the way down it. They had to bring in a special jack. They had to fly in a special jack from Memphis to jack the plane up to get the belt loader out from underneath it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I ended up, I'll just leave it at that. But they treated me like I was a terrorist.
Did you stay much longer?
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, that's
two
funny.
2 or 3 years. I wasn't going anywhere. I got free airline tickets.
Right. So you're plumbing now though, but you were
I've had several jobs since.
Yeah.
Then, but, got into hunting and fishing, which I've always hunted and fished, but
you also did motocross, right?
yeah, that was short lived.
It was. Yeah.
It was fun though.
Mm-hmm.
I'd done that for several years in high school. And
Well, I've lived on this place. I'm 47, and I've lived on this place except for, I think, 5 years of my life. I lived in West Siloam. Had bought that house in West Siloam, but pretty much born and raised and lived here all my life. This Battle Branch, and Grandpa gave me an acre of land to build on, and I didn't get a choice where it was at.
that's where we're sitting right
that's
now.
where we're sitting. I surrendered to preach in 2006, and 2007 they made me pastor of the church, and Grandpa was, he was nearing the end of his life and wanting to do something for me, and he said, I'm going to get you a trailer house and park it beside the church so you can just live there for free. And I said, nope. Nope, I don't want to do that. He said, well, I wouldn't either. If you don't want to live for free, that's fine with me. And so he said, you can have that top of the hill up there in the field. So that's where we're at.
Yep.
And so I've lived here all my life. Since 1978. So, and spent all my time running up and down the Battle Branch, and there's been people ask.
We need to tell them what the Battle Branch is.
Yeah. So there's been people ask a lot, how did we come up with the name Battle Branch Boys? So it's because this bottom that we live on, and it starts not very far up the road, right past the Duncans, right up the road. It starts, and it's just a drainage ditch for just a little ways, and then right here on my grandma's and grandpa's place, the spring comes out of the ground, and it's millions of gallons of water that comes out of the ground right underneath their house, and it ends up in Flint Creek, which then ends up in Illinois River. And
which then ends up in 10 Killer.
Yeah. So you'll hear us talk about the Big Rock some. Actually, Chase and I's business together is actually Big Rock Productions.
Yeah.
And so we the Battle Branch, we just grew up on it. My whole family, actually, your grandma spent time on the Battle Branch. People may not know that we're related, but it's kind of distant. My grandma and your grandma were first cousins, right?
I think so.
I think first cousins. But, back when we would go into S&P to eat, your Aunt Donna Jane would say, talk about Battle Branch or actually she would talk about the Big Rock. Like,
oh, yeah.
They would always go down there and catch crawdads
cool.
and swim at the Big Rock. It's funny how that Big Rock's been there. It's just a rock in the middle of the creek, and over the years the water's just washed out underneath it, and
it gets bigger and bigger.
It's so gorgeous down there. I have just pictures and videos and everything down there, but actually, I have literally loved bows all my life, but I think when I was about 13, I made a fishing bow, and I just
went down there.
Yeah, I just tied up a fishing rod to my bow, and it was that compound right there.
The one you got.
The cable bow, the one that's weird, and I would try to shoot at the suckers, in the creek, and I don't think I ever hit anything, but it was what I did. I spent time on the creek, and we would catch crawdads and take them to grandma's and hold them with a fork over the
flame,
over the gas flame, and that's how we would. That was our crawfish boil back then. So, but anyway, yeah, and so it's kind of morphed into this. This thing. What do you want to get out of the Battle Branch, boys? What are you in this for?
Me?
Yeah.
Let me be honest.
Yeah.
I want to hunt and I want to fish for a living.
Right. Okay. So we all want that. Is there a bigger driving force to do it?
For me, like I started filming number one because like I said earlier, I used to watch those videos of Truth and Realtree. But another thing too is like I can remember whenever I was a kid, and like you'd go out and you'd be like, which it probably wasn't as big as what you thought it was whenever you were a kid, but you would go out. I was constantly. I had a BB gun, I had a little Honda Z50 motorcycle, and like I probably took a lighter with me so I could start a fire out in the woods. I don't recommend kids doing that, but I would go all over the place, and I would go out there and I would do all these outdoor activities all the time. And I can remember whenever I was a kid, like I'd see what I thought was a big buck, and then I would go hunting with my dad or somebody, and they would put me in a tree stand, and I can remember seeing like some big bucks or what I thought was big bucks, and then I didn't get a shot at it or something, and then I would say something as a kid, and
liar.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you didn't see no big buck," and I was like,
"Yeah, I can relate to that."
And then later on, I was like, "Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna get proof now."
That is probably one of the biggest reasons I started filming.
I've thought about that a lot before, and I was like, I don't. And they were just joking with me, but I don't know. I guess I took it personal. and another thing too is like, well, kind of like you now, or why you started. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to be able to, document things like I just made a video not too long ago of me and my grandpa going out and killing that big buck on my property.
Yeah.
And just stuff like that you have
to
hold on to for the rest of your life,
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how it started for me was with the boys. I wanted them. I honestly thought that I was going to die. I felt like my life was ending in 2018. So I wanted them to have something of me and memories of me when we were going to the creek and going fishing and going hunting and all that stuff and spending our life together. And that's why I started. But now the big driving force for me is, well, for one, I love sharing my life with people. I love just I've always filmed my adventures. Like I've had a camera in my hand since 1997 probably. Yeah. And so I've always wanted to share my adventures with people. If I went skiing or hunting or anything, I would, I didn't ever know how to put it together.
Yeah, 1997. You didn't foresee YouTube gonna becoming a real thing.
No. But I now I see the importance. Like we are losing our younger generation. Like there's less and less people hunting, and to be honest with you, a lot of it is because of social media. Because don't shoot that spike.
Yeah.
Don't shoot that 2-year-old. Or can't shoot over bait. You suck at hunting.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of the reason why people don't want to hunt. We're our own worst enemies. But I just made a video of it the other day. It's one of these days, like one person took a few minutes out of their life to show me what it took to scout for deer. He was just an older cousin, and he took me, out,
I watched that the other day.
out the back door, and we walked down, and he showed me a scrape, and I'd never seen a scrape before.
Or if you did, you didn't know what it was.
Exactly. He showed me a rub, and then he blew a grunt tube, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. You know what I mean? And so I just fell in love with it. But I want to be the guy that mentors the young people and to raise up a generation, because one day they are going to be making our laws.
Yeah.
And if we don't have some people that's going to be growing up with conservation in mind, then we're not going to have any. I've been to Africa. I went to a place it's called Swaziland. I think they've changed the name of the country now, but I can't even remember what it's named now. But it was Swaziland when I went, and there was not a bug. There was not a bird. There wasn't an animal. There was nothing. And
you think that's the exact opposite you think of when you think of Africa.
Yeah, it was so the country's 80-something miles north and south and 60-something miles east and west. So it's literally about the size of Delaware County.
Yeah.
And there's 400,000 orphans. And so, the people, there was a city, then there was people in the bush, and the people in between the city and the bush didn't know how to survive because there was nothing to eat. They had killed everything. There was no conservation whatsoever. There was no laws, nobody keeping them from killing everything. So I realized the importance of conservation when I was there. And it was just 2013 that I was finally dawned on me why it's important that rich people go to Africa and buy a hunting license and pay for a $50,000 Cape Buffalo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that pays for conservation. That pays for, them to be able to protect them. And if they don't, they'll be just like Swaziland where there was nothing. We went to a place in Swaziland that was just a refuge for just a few animals. And it was like it was more protected than a prison. Like you got close to that fence, they would shoot you dead.
Really?
Yeah, like they were protecting impalas, and that was it, pretty much. So it was a pretty eye opening.
What was it? What is that thing that you got there?
Impala.
It
was at that place.
It was.
Mm-hmm. They had to get.
Didn't you get something else too?
No, I didn't. Chad shot a kudu. Jesse Strickland went with us, and I forgot he shot something. But it was like I went there not knowing what any of those animals were. I was like, I don't care about a kudu or Zudu or Zulu, whatever it is. But man, when I got there, that was the funnest thing ever.
Really?
Oh my gosh!
Because I was like that whenever I was a kid, and I would, like I said, I'd get up and watch the outdoor channel on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
And then like Primos, then Realtree, and then another hunting show or a fishing show, and I'd watch that, and then the safari one would come on, and I'm like, I think I'm good.
Oh, that's funny. Marty Stauffer.
Oh,
that was my guy.
Yeah.
That he's the reason why I wanted to film. I thought that was the coolest thing. He would just sit out there and wait on those foxes to come out. You know what I mean? Or or the bears,
or a snow leopard, or
yeah, right. Did you watch it? Did you watch Marty Stauffer? Yeah, that was a big deal on.
I can remember it whenever I was a kid. I remember the beginning part of it, or the music. And for some reason, I don't know why, I had the book, like a book set of National Geographic that stood like that tall.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. So, what have you planned for this year for hunting? Have you got started doing anything?
Got blind out. Had mineral out all year since spring.
Oh, you did put mineral out? What did you put out?
I just use a regular mineral block, like
a
sulfur block that they use for cows. $5, $6 a piece. Mm-hmm. And I sometimes will put some other stuff out, but that's the main thing. If I'm gonna keep it out all year, I usually take a big mineral block and sledgehammer it in half, so it's a little easier to tote.
Yeah. Have you done anything, Chase? Get ready.
Yeah, I've got. 4 cameras out, 3 cameras out. I have 4 cameras out. I haven't really done a whole lot yet. It's too hot, man.
I've had 3 cameras out, and I did fill 2 feeders. Chase got to take me back. We went hugging each other.
Oh
on this
my
four-wheeler.
gosh!
Oh, on the 4-wheeler.
On the 4-wheeler. Yeah.
You know you really want to hunt when you crawl on the backside of another grown man.
Just go, Floyd.
Just go.
Yeah, that's I just got started. I haven't even. I mean, I've had cameras out, but they've just died, and I didn't care to go turn them back on. But literally, like 2 weeks ago was the first time I really did it. I don't even know if it's 2 weeks ago. And
I had some. I've had the cameras out for a little while, and I was getting some bucks, like whenever they're first growing, that looked like they had some potential. But I let the batteries die. I let the corn dry up, and I put new batteries in them the other day. Put more corn out, and the only buck that I have gotten on camera since I've done that was that little goober looking thing. I
love to see when Velvet's gone. What he looks like.
Gosh, he looks.
Oh, that one, yeah.
That thing is weird looking.
We just bought the Battle Branch, my brother and I. He got 12 acres and I got 30. It's not like we have a ranch going on here. Or a high fence, people. It's not a high fence. Every time we shoot
oh my god!
Every time we see
I am so tired of hearing that.
It's so funny. It's like, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. They're like, that's a high fence. I'm like, no, that's a cattle fence.
Yeah, it kind of makes me feel good though too.
Yeah.
Oh, killing big bucks like that in a high fence. It's not a high fence, I
Yeah.
swear.
But you know what's funny is and I didn't know this, and it may not be true, but since we've got the cows off here, we have deer everywhere. I'm talking everywhere all day long. We see deer, and we've never seen them on this place. Like I've never, I guess I have. Maybe in rut you'll see a buck crossing down that bottom, but they're all over the place, literally all over the place. There, 2 days ago, there was one on my porch, like right there on my porch, and it's never seen anything like it. And is it because the cows are gone? You think it's a competition for food?
I think because I've seen it on the farm. I think it's your cows are gone. They'll go where cows are. I've hunted around cows my whole life. But when the cows are gone, it grows up. Mm-hmm. And when cows are there, grass is low.
Oh, yeah.
Because we hunted a place last year, the year before on the farm that we were able to move the cows and keep them off of this area. And we had more deer in that area that year than we had. It's almost like we didn't even hunt it before. Mm-hmm. And then that year, it was really good. And I just think it was because the grass got to grow. Most places that has cows on it, it's about like your carpet. It's eat down to not much. So there's not they've got to pick the certain places they want to cross. And when it's like you've had it out here, they can go bed in it, cross it.
Man, it's crazy.
Feel comfortable.
Before we started, I said I was going to tell you something. And then I stopped myself. I was like, maybe I should save that for the podcast.
Yeah.
The other day, I was on I haven't seen much at all.
No, me either.
It's just so hot. It's like they're not moving a whole lot. But the other day, I was on my 4-wheeler and I seen one that you said you saw. I think you saw. I won't say where, but it's not too far from you.
Fairly wide.
Yeah. Very wide.
Logan probably filmed that one.
Oh, the other day?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Was it you that saw it?
He filmed it.
Oh, I saw it too.
Mm-hmm. Same place?
Same place. If it's how can I say it without? Are there horses there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same place.
Mm-hmm.
I think a few people have seen it, but I've got them on camera.
I was on my 4-wheeler on the road, and there was a truck stopped, and I was like, "What's this guy doing?" And I was fixing to go around him, and then I seen it take off, and I was like, "Oh, that's what he's doing." I was like, "Oh my, that's a good one." And then he got up there. He had already
Was he with 3?
The guy had already, I only seen one.
Oh, okay.
And then the guy had already passed it, and then he went up the road a little bit and was turning around. So I just pulled my 4-wheeler up there next to him. I was like, "Oh, that was a nice one, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, he said there was 2 of them."
Hmm.
I was like, I didn't see the other one. He said there was a little basket rack with that one, but I seen the big one.
There was one basket rack and one quite a bit bigger, and then one a lot bigger.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I seen the one that was a lot bigger because he was running through the field trying to get into the woods, and I was like, "Oh man, that's a good one." But yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you off camera.
Well, I just got started working on my places, and first thing I did was brush hog the brush up there, and it was cleared about 20 years ago, and it was briars forever. It was like they had the windrows of trees down, in the middle, so it was like 4 sections of briars. It's perfect. And but it was briars forever, and then the owner brush hogged it, and when he brush hogged it, I don't know what happened, but it just stimulated trees to grow in there. So every year I have to cut saplings out with a brush hog, and they grow so fast. They're like 5 foot tall, 6 foot tall in a year, And I put cameras out this year for about 2 weeks before I brush hogged it. Didn't get nothing. Not anything in the corn for like a week. And I went up there and brush hogged, and the very next day, there was does all over the place. All over the place. And the following day after that was a giant buck that showed up. He was a great buck. I think I sent it to you guys, didn't I?
Yeah. There was 2 of them, wasn't there?
Yeah.
One was really good, though.
One was really good. The other one's like a 3-year-old that's going to be a stud.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? I mean, he looks like he's going to be a big one. But, and it was funny. I was eating with some people that I know the other day in Concord, and I know he lives far enough away that it wouldn't matter that I told him about the buck, you know what I mean? So I just grabbed my phone out and I showed it to him. And he was like, "Oh, man, I've got that deer on camera too." And I'm like, "No way. That's a long ways." And he's like, "No, I bought some property over there by you." I was like, "Crap." Dang it. But he's not very far. I mean, he's just like right over there. He's about 9 acres right over there, and it's prime. I'm talking prime. You know where I'm talking about. Where I saw 10 men all the time.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, anyway, he's seen the deer. It's a big buck. It's heavy horn, big 9-point, and so I'm getting excited because there's more and more bucks showing up. Finally,
I'm not. I got that little goober, and that's it.
yeah,
It's pretty scarce my way.
yeah.
And I got 3 different properties, and I got nothing on all 3 of them. But I've said this for a long time, and you both have heard it. But it's like my bucks don't show up
No, I don't either.
until like
What on this place?
September the
30th, 28th.
They usually show up like 2 weeks before the season starts. Mm-hmm. So I always tell myself, I do this every year. I get so frustrated. I'm like, man, this sucks.
Yeah,
Like, I don't even want to hunt. But then, like 2 weeks before the season, they always show up. So I try not to I always tell myself I'm not going to get upset about it or whatever. And I always tell myself I'm not going to get upset about it, but I always do.
yeah,
But they'll show up.
right.
I'm hoping that buck that I call Limpy
Yeah,
shows up.
yeah. Limpy. Yeah.
Remember the one you
Oh, yeah.
filmed whenever you were building the pad for my house?
You think he will? How long ago has that been? 4 years?
Yeah. No, 3.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. I've had that thing on camera for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah. He was probably 3 then.
Yeah, he's getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I think it happens, though. I really think that there's deer that live to be 6 or 7 years old, and, you know, they'll go MIA for years. Come back.
he was there last year,
Yeah.
but he wasn't quite as
Visible.
visible. He didn't show up
He's smart.
quite as much last year as he did the year before.
He didn't live this long because he's stupid.
Yeah, he lived that long because I'm stupid and missed him.
That's right.
Yeah, I need to post that video. I need to make something with that video. Me missing him. 'Cause he looks really good.
You know-
on camera.
I was just thinking the other day, I've got about 9 videos that I could show of my mistakes.
Oh yeah,
And I've already shown a whole lot of my mistakes. Am I the guy? Am I the guy that everybody laughs at? It's so funny.
that buck, he came in and it was just it. I cut some little saplings down and I left some that I should have cut down.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be all right. You know, it gives me more cover, whatever. And he came in and he did not stay for very long, and he started walking out of my life, and I was like, I got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm terrified of heights, and I always wear my
Harness.
harness. And he was just behind one of these saplings that I left there, and I couldn't take the shot because it was in a terrible spot, and I was trying to stretch that harness out as hard as I could.
I've done that.
I'm just like pulling on it, and finally I take the shot right under him. But he's a good one. Hope he comes back.
No kidding.
He was there last year, but that was 2 years ago that I missed him, and then last year he didn't show up very much at all.
Yeah.
But he did show up.
Yeah. Well, we got some guys that we're going to be doing a podcast with in the next couple of episodes.
We got another of our members.
Yep.
That we need to introduce.
Yep.
Austin Graham. He's a really good hunter.
Yep.
Bobby is the one that introduced us.
Yep.
To Austin.
He kept shooting big bucks, and we was like, give that guy a camera.
Yeah.
So we give him a camera, and then he killed Tank right on camera.
Yeah.
First year we had him.
Yep.
But yeah, Austin is a good hunter, very good hunter. So
he'll be on here.
Hank
Jinks. He's a game warden.
Yeah.
Oklahoma game warden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a guy named Sam Amos that we're going to put on, and
Sam
you guys will
Amos.
really love him.
Sam
If we can keep him wrangled in. Is he gone right now?
Probably. He's gone all the time.
Well, we might need to see if he's even in town. He's probably in.
We're going to have him on before hunting season starts, because that dude.
Nope. We won't see him.
No. I've never seen somebody.
That's funny. Well.
Did I tell you what he said to me the other day?
No.
So he drew out for a Nevada mule deer hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was going with him. He called me that day whenever I was working, and he was like, hey, what are you doing in the month of August? I was like, probably a lot of things, And he's like, well, I drew out for a Nevada mule deer tag. You want to go? I was like, yeah, well, let me talk to the wife, and I'll let you know. And so I talked to the wife, and she's like, yeah, you can go. I don't care. I was like, cool. So I called Sam back, and I was like, hey, I'll go with you, because he just didn't want to go by himself. And he was like, well, I kept telling him, like, hey, I need these dates that we're going. I got to let, my family know. I got to let the guy I'm working for know. And he's like, well, I haven't figured out what dates I'm going yet. And that went on for a couple of weeks, and finally I was like, hey, you figured out those dates? He's like, well, he immediately calls me. He's like, hey, you might not be able to go with me. He's like, you can if you want. You're still more than welcome. But, yeah, I drew that mule deer tag, and I'm going out there the 3rd week of August. I was like, okay, that's fine. We can go out there for a week. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not coming back until the 3rd week of September. I was like, yeah, I can't do that.
That's funny.
So that trip.
He's so hardcore.
That trip's. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go on that.
Can't wait to get him on here. Oh, geez. Anyway, well, it's been over an hour.
Yeah.
We got our first one out of the way.
Yeah. I think it went all right.
Yeah?
Except for the part where we all three just
Spaced. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Train wreck.
Anyway, well, yeah. I guess we
looking forward to
yeah.
having different individuals.
Yeah.
Like seeing their take on even the same stuff that we talked about tonight.
Yeah, I want it to be more of an interview style. I want to have guests on most of the time. So the next time you hear us, you'll be hearing from somebody new. Probably be Hank, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.